Right, hello. Well, apologies first of all. I meant to do a video once a month, usually at the beginning of the month, but one thing and another means that it's now the 17th of September. So, September 2024. So, just want to do a video of the garden, of what's happening in September and sort of successes and failures this year in the garden. As I say, my ambitions this year were decluttering, which I haven't really succeeded in, and having some colour in the garden. Still got a lot of green, but haven't really succeeded in getting a lot of other colours. So we'll try again next year with that. So without further ado, let's have a little look around the garden. Right, so this is the garden mid-September. This is where we sit, and it's a nice place for socialising between the conservatory and the new extension. Looking straight ahead, we've got Mark's conker tree, which is beginning to turn a little bit autumnal now. We planted that when I think he was 3. The squirrels have pretty much polished off the conkers. They seem to like them. There we've got that big Cotoneaster, which is beginning to get the red berries, but I know it's big and produces a lot of shade, but I do like the red berries. The birds like it in the winter as well. And then we've got some trees behind. One of my plans is this, I think it's winter sweet on the side there. It's okay, things are growing through it. We've got there's climbers and things growing through it, but I'm going to take that down to about 6 foot, let some light in. I think that'll be better. I've got a few things on the patio. Got a lemon tree and an orange tree and a new anemone that we got from the Abbeydale Garden Club yesterday. On the bench there's Mark's Stephen's tomatoes. He won first prize for his tomatoes at the Upton Village Fete. This is one of his tomatoes. They're slightly odd shape. They're very tasty, and he made some lovely green chutney with them as well. But yeah, we put them on this table to try and keep them away from the squirrels and the slugs and things, and that has worked. So we'll just walk around here. So as I say, there's that lovely, I like it, Cotoneaster. I need to get more colour. My ambitions this year were more colour in the garden. It was still mainly green, and decluttering. I haven't really failed on the decluttering, but keep at it. With the box, got lots and lots of box, but again the caterpillars have been active. I should have sprayed in the spring, and again this sort of time of year I think, but I didn't do it in the spring. And where the box is light coloured, that's where the old caterpillars have been at it, and then you can end up just with sticks, and it can bump off the entire box. But I think spraying with Resolver seems to do the trick. There's a nice hibiscus at the back there, purpley hibiscus, like that one. Then the mulberry, as I say, that did do well. It's got bigger, and it's lovely leaf. We did get some mulberries, but they blew off. But maybe next year we'll actually get some mulberries. Moved the caravan down the garden. It's got a mover on it, so it'll move back to its winter quarters later. Between the shed and this little path here, I'm going to try and dig that area out. I've got 2 big, no, is it 2? 3. 2 big Leylandii stumps to be removed, but that's going to be my new vegetable plot. I think the problem with trying to grow vegetables is I needed more sunshine, because the trees have grown up. They cast a lot of shade. The Steven's got some runner beans here and things, but really the to the right of that caravan there's a raised bed that I built. It sort of worked, but the problem was that the Problem was that it's too shaded. I think it might just become a big compost heap next year, actually. But yeah, it's too shaded for growing things. And we've got Stephen's Pond. You can possibly hear the water. One of the pumps isn't working, so we've got to sort that out. But there's a at Stephen's Pond. Excuse me. So I've planted a few foxgloves, and hopefully will be more of them over the years. But I quite like foxgloves. Yeah, I quite like the foxgloves. There we are. So then we've got this diagonal border. Another little hibiscus I got from Desi's. This hollyhock is rather good. I'm going to try and keep seeds, and possibly some members of the gardening club will want seeds of that. It's a lovely purpley hollyhock. Quite proud of that. There's a straggly dahlia. A lily. Various things in there. I'll just quickly do the front. Then, so walking around here, this banana, I repotted it, and it really that's obviously what it wanted. It's got great big leaves, and it's even got some sprouting little bits at the bottom, so you never know, one day I may get a banana. I've been spending a little bit of time at Mark's new house in Stroud. He's got a nice blue house that's detached and has a nice garden and a really good greenhouse. The problem is it's not really where he wants it. Just going through the gate. So yes, so through here, this is going to the front. I was quite pleased one of the Christmas trees has at last survived. I tend to plant them out, but this one has actually made it. It did have a root on when we bought it, but that seems quite happy. So it's nice, so that'll grow into presumably a better sized Christmas tree. I think that's a variegated camellia next to it, and a holly with a little bit of berry for Christmas decorations. Right, so yes, this is what I'm really pleased about this. This is the wisteria, which is really gone quite rampant, I suppose. Got the magnolia as well, which is the magnolia at the front. That's lovely in the spring. And then there's a little apple tree there. That's the magnolia. But the whoops, sorry, turning a bit fast again. So that's the wisteria at the front. It's quite rampant. I had to cut it back. It was trying to grow up to the upper story there. To cut it back. I think I just want it growing like that. But I'm trying to train it to go round the house. Yeah, it's beginning to grow round a bit. And I've got some other little ones growing up to help it along. But yeah, that's the wisteria, which is quite nice. It's the front. And there we are. Alright, yes, I planted lots of bulbs. Oh, there's Daisy, come following me. Right, so that's the garden in mid-September. It's quite a pleasant day today, actually. That's Mark's old GT Golf. It's a really nice car, but unfortunately failed its MOT a while ago. Right, so just look back at the garden. That's the garden mid-September. And that's the house with the little extension. And that's where we sit and have coffee. Yeah, so anyway, cheers to everybody. Any advice on how I do the slightly bigger vegetable plot for Stephen, and advice on how to get lots of colour in the, I think, late spring and summer and autumn. I think my main problem, as you can see from this border, is things have just grown a bit too big, and I need to be a bit more radical with some of the pruning. But yeah, it's looking better. The grass is looking a bit better. I had plans to make lots and lots of holes in it, but I'm not sure if that really will work out. So that's the garden in late September 2024. I'm going to try and cut back that and try and make a slightly larger vegetable plot in the sun. Any advice on it's a really nice hollyhock. Any advice on how to get colour in the garden, and advice on how to get a good vegetable plot for Stephen for next year would be welcome. Otherwise, I think that's about it. I think gardening is quite a good hobby for retired people whilst you can still pot around. I think my garden is a bit big for me. I probably do need a help of a gardener, but we shall see how we get on. Anyway, cheers everybody. I'll do another video hopefully a bit earlier in October. So cheers everybody. Bye.